Hey, my name is Ralph and I'm with Flexfilm, and we've traveled all the way to Murfreesboro, Tennessee. This is Kool Tintz. This is Bobby Baldwin's tent shop. He's another Flexfilm rock star. I want you guys to check this guy's business out, and let's go meet Bobby, okay? Check this out. Let's get to the point here. This is a really nice shop. It is compact, it's got low ceilings, it's easy to heat and cool, but you know, customers are over here waiting, they can watch Bobby work, and I want to show you how this shop set up real quick and how it's divided. First of all, behind me, waiting room, okay? Real cool, man. It's spacious, nice TV, nice couches. Took a nap on this thing earlier, okay? Let's walk over here. This is where Bobby really does a lot of his work. He's got a nice Graph-Tac plotter, he's got all our display boards, he's even got a heat box. I mean, this is where Bobby can just make magic happen, and he's got it set up really nice, and it looks nice, okay? This is where Bobby pulls the cars, okay? He can get 2 cars in here back to back. He's got 2 nice pill boards, and each side is mirrored, okay? He's got the nice pressure tanks, bottles. He's even have little tools that he uses to take rearview mirrors out, soak ropes. Same over here, okay? He also has a desk. Let's go over here, check it out. Does all his office work right here. He sets up patterns for his plotter, and he's got a convenient refrigerator. Check it out. What does he got? Fruit, cookies. Hey man, and it's cold in there. Keeps his inventory over here, and to the back of the shop, he has a couple of really nice storage areas that are under renovation. And he's got a cool, clean bathroom. This is Bobby's shop. This is where he can sometimes do 10 to 15 cars a day on a good day, especially with just one helper. But by himself, I've seen Bobby do 8 to 10 cars with that plotter behind me. This is Bobby's shop. Thanks for checking it out. Okay, guys, this right here is the infamous Bobby Baldwin. Listen, this guy's been with Flexfilm probably, let's just say 5+ years, okay? He slings a lot of film. I mean, look at this beast right here behind us that's working every day. The story about how Bobby called us is interesting, and I remember it like it was yesterday, but I want to let Bobby tell you guys in his own words what prompted you to pick the phone up and call us.
I got a phone call from a gentleman in Alabama, okay. And he had told me that he was getting a plotter and he was looking for some information on it. During our conversation, he had mentioned some different films he's using, because I asked, what's your go-to product? Mm-hmm. And he started talking about this company called Flexfilm. Never heard of it. And I said, tell me about it. He said, man, have you ever used ceramic? I said, never used it. I don't know anything about it. Tell me about it. He said, it'll change your life if you ever started using it. Well, now you got me curious. So I called Flexfilm, and I spoke with one of the ladies that answers the phone there.
Sure.
Okay. And I started asking questions. Mm-hmm. Now my interest is really high.
Right.
She said, I'll tell you what, the way to demonstrate this is through our heat lamp demonstration.
Yeah.
Okay. So you need one of those. I said, okay. And she said, you need to try one of the films. What would be your go-to film? And I told her what percentage. She said, I tell you what, you're on the fence because you're not sure. She said, if you'll buy a roll of this film in the heat box.
Yeah.
That, she said, if you don't do at least 3 cars in ceramic your first week, she said, I'll refund your money and you can keep the product. Well, I'm thinking this is a no-brainer, okay? Sounds kind of unreal, but I'm gonna go with that, so I did. Mm-hmm. That first week, I was excited to get this in.
Now, I know who that was, but I did not authorize her to do that. But anyway, keep going.
Right. I was excited when the order come in.
Okay.
When it came in, I unboxed everything, got the film, and I'm thinking, wow, this feels really good.
Heat boxes, all that was in there?
Everything was great. The shades were perfect that I wanted in my demonstration.
Right.
I felt the film, looked at it, the clarity was great, beautiful. Felt good. So that first week, I sold 7 window tint jobs in ceramic. So now I've doubled what she had already said.
So you couldn't get your money back?
Absolutely not. Nor did I want it.
But let me make this clear. You got the film, but it didn't sell itself. I mean, it didn't get up and put itself on the car. You know, you must have done something with that heat box. And, you know, were you showing people, or were you just talking about it? Like, what were you doing to get the film on the car?
Seeing is believing, but your eyes are deceiving. Okay. But what you feel is not deceiving. I showed them the heat lamp demonstration, let them put their hand in front of this.
Okay.
When you feel heat with a standard dyed product, and now you're going to a nano ceramic film, you can't deny the difference in heat reduction. You know, the Panaflex offers up to an 80% heat reduction. You can't deny that.
Hey man, remember when we used to have an edge? I mean, we've been tinting 27 years. When we could do back windows like in one piece, and we had the edge over everybody that couldn't do it. Do you feel like ceramic is any way comparable to that?
Well, yes, I'm offering, I have more to offer for my customers, not just in the price range, but performance. A lot of people are so health conscious as far as skin cancer and things. Well, if you can reduce the rays coming in that's causing these things, and it's proven, then you're benefiting the customers and protecting their vehicles and protecting their children. It's a win-win for everybody. It puts me ahead of the game because now I'm offering a superior product.
How did it change your business and your life? I mean, financially. I mean, you've been tinting windows for a long time, 27 years, and you've been using dyed film, and you've been charging the same price. What did it do for you, man? I mean, how did it work?
Without sounding cocky, it's doubled my income.
Is it really doubled your income?
Absolutely, because I do more in ceramic than I do a standard film.
Oh, really?
Absolutely.
So just by showing it, you're getting people
to say... It sells itself.
It sells itself. That answered my question.
It sells itself.
So, Bobby, what else has Flexfilm done to change your business and your life? You had mentioned some things to me earlier. I'd love for you to share that again with us.
Well, with the increase in sales and the increase in profit, I've moved from a small town of 11,000 people to a town that's one of the 5th fastest growing cities in the United States, much bigger market, much bigger area, and it's helped my business grow even more because I have more potential customers. And also, I know that I'm putting on a product that I don't have to redo 2 or 3 years down the road. You know, the warranties are amazing, but I've never had to use them. The product is superior.
That's always good. That's always great to hear, man.
And the longer that I've used this film, it makes it almost impossible to ever even think about using another product or switching to another brand. It's been successful.
So without any warranty issues?
Zero.
You become more acclimated to it and more confident with it. So I can see that.
Absolutely.
Customer service. Elaborate on customer service at Flexfilm.
First off, anytime I call, the phone doesn't ring and ring and ring and nobody answers. I always have a friendly voice, someone that answers the phone and is ready to help me. Okay, if I want to place an order, if I have a question, it's always taken care of. Okay, now, with that being said, if I need to speak to Ralph, I get to speak to Ralph. You know, it's not none of this, well, he'll call me back, I'll have him call you, or what's your number? They know who I am when I call. So, I mean, that's unsurpassed as far as I'm concerned with some of the companies that I've dealt with. I don't have any issues with the product, which that keeps me going back every time for my orders.
What if you do have an issue or a concern with a car or a chemical or a technique? You know, how do you feel about your ability to call and talk to somebody at Flexfilm to help you or collaborate with that?
Right. Well, I always try to get a hold of you, of course, and we start brainstorming.
Exactly.
You know, we have a good time doing it, but we brainstorm and we try to figure out, okay, if there's an issue, How can we overcome this issue? What's the best route to take? You know, and you've also helped me a lot with coming to a new area, because you've been in big areas, you've been in the smaller areas. You was in a town probably the size of where I'll come from. And then having a shop in a bigger town, I had no idea what to expect. You told me exactly what to expect, how to handle it, and where to go with it. I mean, you've answered and helped everything.
I don't really want to elaborate on this because it would take so much time, but I just want to state that you have also taught me a lot, you know, from just talking to you about, or collaborating with you about window tinting, man, you know, so and I definitely appreciate that from you as well.
Appreciate that. I've learned a lot more from you, I'm sure.
27-year veteran, man, there's always something to learn from somebody.
I've got the speed down, you've got the technique.
And I don't compete with speed, man. Well, okay, Bobby, I mean, any final thoughts that, you know, we can end this with? And this is all you, man. What do you think?
Okay, well, you've changed my life with this product. Okay, I'm blessed, I'm humbled, and I'm glad to call you my friend, and I know you're there if I ever need you, and I appreciate that.
Well, thanks, man. I appreciate that.
And that's a wrap.
What do you think?